Good morning, Rawlins County graduates and the rest of Rawlins County citizens and all you folks out there in the tri-state area. Probably asking, where was the rain overnight and where did we see the precipitation go? When we last left you yesterday afternoon around 4 p.m., 5 p.m., we had an upper level low that was spinning over here in southeastern Colorado. The rain was moving into Greeley County and Cheyenne County, Colorado. That activity pretty much slowly drifted its way to the Oakley area and south and east. And you can see that activity this morning has been mostly to the east of Highway 83. This precipitation in this area got upwards to a half-inch to an inch of precipitation overnight. There was only some widely scattered stuff back here in these areas that we were watching. One computer model was suggesting we might see some development there. I think the big question for today is, where does this go and what happens? And if you look, that upper level low really hasn't moved that much. It's still spinning kind of in the same area. We'll take a quick look at the surface map to show that. But this precipitation up here, models are suggesting that it'll start wrapping around. You'll start seeing some scattered stuff fill in here as we head later this morning. And then as we get after lunchtime, this will start really filling in. And then this area here will develop and come back through between 4 and 10 p.m. as a line of showers and some thunderstorms. So the National Weather Service has put in that wording for some marginal risk for severe weather. Again, it would be with that line that comes through later this afternoon and evening. Could see some wind gusts of 50 miles per hour and some small hail. There also isn't an excessive rain comments out or a watch or little special weather statement that does include. And if you're watching our radar that we got running live for the graduation ceremonies today, you're going to see this green line that comes up Highway 27 and then moves across southern Cheyenne, Rawlins County, then back down out here out ahead of where this rain fell earlier. That is an excessive rain watch area, which means you could see anywhere from 2 to 3 inches of rain. And with recent rains and some saturation, that could cause some localized flooding. So if you see any flooding, especially in this area where they saw the rain last night, let's say Gove County, Logan County up here in the Hill City, Hoxie areas, Norton, maybe even Oberlin, that's where we could see that most likely. I think if we get more heavier rains back here, we can handle it. We could probably handle an inch or two. And I don't think what I've seen anything will go much more than a half inch out in these areas, upwards to maybe an inch around Atwood, and then maybe the heavier stuff, just like we said, Oakley and in that area. So this is the current radar. We're going to have this up. Like we said, when you're looking on the television, it's going to be a little different. It's going to be more of a mosaic and have this green area over it. And then you're going to see our local weather forecast scrolling and a video of the bridge out west of town on Highway 36 before the Beardsley Hill. So that way you can see the rain coming in. I know I've got lots of calls this morning about graduation parties and will it be raining for the graduation? We moved it indoors here in Atwood, and then we've got the overflow going to the church. So again, this forecast is especially for the graduates of Rawlins County. These kids did go through a lot of adversity over their 4 years. We had COVID, and then we were in and out of mobile schooling, and then we had a fire and then didn't have a school, and they've been practicing in multiple gyms and multiple communities. And we thank all our neighbor schools for working with us. And we've had a great year. I mean, we got a great group of students, lots of scholarships the other day, and they're going out the door, sending them out the door on a positive note here. And we did have to move the graduation indoors, and not such a surprise with this group and the teachers. And we talked with Mr. Sampson on Wednesday, said it was a high probability. Friday morning for the board assembly, we made the call. And then I'm going to show you what that looks like coming from this map, moving into that 3-4 o'clock this afternoon where this rain is going to be. And we may not see a lot of rain here in town. You can kind of see some of the stuff trying to develop here. It'd be some quick showers and that. But during graduation, it looks like that's going to kind of move in that 4 o'clock, maybe 5 o'clock time frame. And then definitely for your parties, if they're outdoors, move them inside or have some plan to be inside, outside in case it's on and off. But once it sets in, it's going to be a pretty steady rain. So if we look at our surface map, we'll go to it first. You see this low, yesterday when we looked, it was right, maybe 65, some getting up there a little higher. But with the rain, we're probably, where we're at. And then you got, so that low is going to slowly move eastward later today and tonight. And tomorrow, you'll look on these computer models. We'll probably in the overnight, evening hours, still have some wraparound. That'll move east of Highway 25 to start off the morning tomorrow, and then move off into eastern Kansas. So our 3-day forecast, that rain will be ending overnight tomorrow morning. Sun will come back out, back into the 70s for a day. Winds will turn back to the south on Tuesday. Increased temperatures into the upper 70s, reprime the atmosphere. Tuesday night and Wednesday could have another round of thunderstorms, and this excessive rain watch will probably continue because the potential for good rain is there with that as well. So we'll take a quick look at our models, what we're talking about. This computer model is the rapid update model. Now, I've looked at several of them this morning. They're all kind of similar, moving this up and back and around and then back through this afternoon. This one seemed to have the most accuracy or in between with that. So this is at 10 o'clock. You see that area range starting to expand and move. We may catch a few rain showers here during the early afternoon period after lunch. And then as we head towards, this is 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4, you start to see scattered stuff working over the area. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock, 11 midnight. So we still have pretty good, decent rains around through that time frame. So this particular model is showing that kind of movement with it. You see a few rumbles of thunder trying to peak up right here around Atwood. Several models at this 6 p.m. time frame, 7 p.m., showed a thunderstorm kind of coming through Rawlins County. So we'll keep that in mind. That's kind of the heavier band. And then if you look at our QPF, that's what we got running up there, the total moisture with this. It's kind of, this is moving forward from now. That area where that precip is, it starts working itself around. And then this is like by that 4 to 6 p.m. time frame. You can see the rain moving in and the mounts. And then 10 p.m. midnight time frame showing about an inch out here, southwest parts of the county, 60 hundredths here, half inch in the middle. Various models had it one way or another. The one you're going to see up on the forecast has 1 inch right over Atwood, and then varying models, a lot heavier out here, final totals. So that is kind of what we're looking at for total QPF. You'll see that on our forecast. So we'll go ahead and put the radars back up. If you watch this live stream, again, we're going to make kind of a plea that, we've been doing this forecast here this year with America Weather Streaming Channel. This is for the graduates and the graduate parties for today. We're sending them out the door, but those that have been following what we're doing with the live coverage and our Weather Valet phone app, we're expanding this out of Atwood. We're looking for subscribers to have that one-on-one personalization with us like we did with the school, where you can send us messages, and our forecast starting at tomorrow Monday, will be specifically what you're asking for, and you can message us back. If you got a project or something next Thursday, Friday, rod run, that's what you're going to be asking about. Well, you're going to see in the forecast that rod run weekend, it's going to rain all week. It looks like Friday, Saturday for rod run, we're going to be looking pretty dang good. So it could be hot though. I saw temperatures trying to get up there into middle to upper 80s, maybe even 90 there on Saturday. I don't know if that's what we want to see, but again, maybe that's overdone, and we're hopefully just talking upper 70s, lower 80s. But that's what we can do. We can answer those questions, the ambassadors, Rod Run Committee, whoever, but we really want you to subscribe to the Weather Valet app. That'll get the paid subscriptions going. We know who we can answer back because we just get a lot of phone calls now and texts, and we got 3 or 4 of us meteorologists trying to manage it and cover weather in other parts of the country as well. But we got Rawlins County, tri-state area covered. We're going to sign off here for today. We'll be back at 4 p.m. this afternoon, or after the graduation, probably, or somewhere there for the or before it. I'll try to get in between since it's just across the street for me. I can come back here and do a quick update if it's raining or not raining, and that'll be for the parties tonight and what to look for then. But it's going to be live. MyWeatherNow.com, America Western Channel Kansas Facebook page. I'll send Facebook messages out, and the live radar will be up and running so you can make your own interpretation. You'll see the forecast, the video of the bridge out to the southwest, and again, I'm very proud to be a graduate of the Rawlins County School District. Very proud of these graduates. I know many of them personally, have seen them grow as kids, and they're going off to trade schools and these professional careers that are all neat. And we'll continue to follow them and hope half of them or more will come back and start a business and do what we do here. That's been our economic development model for many, many years is let's get them out the door well educated, get that new school. Do want to make the plea. I've had several parents ask, Chris, you kind of can get the message out there. Let's support this new school. Might be next year where we're still doing this, trying to get things around, but someday we'll have a new school up on the hill and it'll continue to shine bright here in Rawlins County, and we'll stand out and educate the best students in the state of Kansas. Most resilient. Got to use that word. We're all resilient. We're hardy here in Rawlins County, and we will continue to be resilient and well educated. Thank you. And check back at 4 o'clock. We'll have an update.